What happened with the predictions I made in late 2019? Hi, my name's Vicky, and I've created a new list of predictions for 2021, which I will be publishing soon, which you can see on my YouTube. But I just wanted to go over the 2020 predictions to see which ones have already happened and which ones are still to yet happen. Back in late 2019, I made these predictions, and the first prediction that came out was picking up some energy around Venus Williams, and I felt that she would be in the news in the future for different reasons other than tennis. As of September 2020, I don't believe there has been any news of anything happening around her at this stage. It may still happen or it may not, but that one as yet hasn't come to fruition. The second prediction I made in the late 2019 was around New Zealand and seeing more fires burning in New Zealand and a volcanic eruption. I felt this was more going to be in the North Island and also some activity around a lake. As of September 2020, I do not believe there has been news come out of New Zealand around any natural disasters so far. Although in July 2020, scientists in New Zealand invented a volcano warning system. So that was some good news to come out of New Zealand. And prediction 3 in late 2019, I saw the plates in the Pacific Ocean moving and causing some wild weather that I felt was going to hit the eastern side of Australia, which would cause flooding and some high tides. And I also predicted that part of a coast would be washed away. There would be flooding in Queensland and Victoria, but most of it would have been affected in New South Wales. That was the original prediction. And the year 2020 did start off with many floods in Queensland, and also in July 2020 there was erosion washing away the land on the central coast of New South Wales, as you can see in the photo. And also in March 2020, Victoria suffered with heavy floods and damage, so that prediction did eventuate. And with prediction 4 from 2019, I predicted there would be areas of Australia that had been in drought for a very long time, and that the drought would finally be broken, and that there would also be very heavy, high rainfalls in Australia in 2020. From January to May, parts of Australia did receive above average rainfall, and some areas that had been in drought for many years did break in 2020 and have now received rainfall. So that prediction did happen. Prediction number 5 that I did last year, I had a vision of an object being washed up on the beach, which sort of looked like a creature of some sort, and I also felt that scientists would be looking into this. In February 2020, a strange creature was found washed up on the beach in Scotland, so this also did happen. Prediction 6 that I made last year for 2020, I predicted that the stock markets were going to drop and that the price of gold was going to fluctuate, so it was going to drop but that it was going to rise again. And I also visualized a state of panic with people and investors. I also felt like there was this out of balance between the rich and the poor, and that would be brought back more into a balance as something unfolded. I also predicted that a large financial institution would be forced to close its doors, and it would be the start of the end of the banking system as we know it. Because since 2015, I have been predicting that money as we know it today won't be the same in the future. As the year has unfolded, and due to COVID happening earlier in the year, the stock markets were affected and the gold has fluctuated. There's been a lot of talk about a gold-backed currency coming into existence in the future. As of September 2020, there is still a lot ongoing and unfolding with the new quantum banking system, and the Federal Reserve was also returned to the American government. and taken out of private hands, which would possibly be why I was seeing the closure of a bank, and the money system is changing. With prediction 7 that I did last year, I was talking around politics and the royals, and I saw that the Australian government was going to be staying much the same in 2020, and I saw massive changes to the USA government. I also predicted that the royal family would be losing 2 members. When I first made that prediction, a lot of people thought that it meant that someone was going to die, but as it unfolded, it was Prince Harry and Meghan that were leaving the royal family. That's what that prediction was about. The Australian Prime Minister has remained the same, and there is massive changes happening in the USA with the biggest election in the history of mankind about to take place in November. I have also predicted that I did not see Trump getting in, and I did not see Biden getting in. I felt like the country would not have a leader for a short amount of time until things had been cleared up. Prediction 8 that I did last year, this was around the media and their continual desire to brainwash people. There was also the message that a lot more people will be doing their own research and moving away from mainstream media. I also saw an affair between a prominent male and female TV host being revealed. And as it has unfolded throughout the year, and as COVID started, more information was coming out. People were not believing there was a virus, and they were believing there was a virus, and it started people questioning an awful lot more and moving away from mainstream media and going more into researching for themselves on the internet. So this has actually happened, and as yet I'm not yet aware of who the couple are that I saw having the affair, but that may still be coming out. Prediction 9 that I did last year, I was seeing that there would be news around the singer called Wayne Newton. As of September 2020, I have not heard of Wayne Newton being in the news as yet, so that may still be coming, but up until now I haven't heard any news around Wayne Newton. Prediction 10 that was done last year, I was seeing that there would be a new breed of dog becoming available in 2020, and actually in January 2020 there were 2 new dog breeds that were announced, so that one did eventuate as well. Prediction 11 that I did last year, I saw that there was a celebrity who owned an aircraft, and he didn't want to be in the public eye for some time. It felt like he really needed to have some private time, and I also mentioned that John Travolta would be doing something with his plane, or he was the one that needed to be out of the public eye for a while. As it eventuated throughout the year, in July 2020, John Travolta's wife, Kelly Preston, passed away, and John did retreat into his private world to grieve, so that one also did come to light. Prediction 12 that I did last year, this was around an iconic Sydney structure or building either falling down or being demolished, and people being unhappy about this. As it eventuated throughout the year, in May 2020, the Parramatta Royal Oak Hotel, which had been built since 1813, was demolished to make way for something new. And there were actually 2 other iconic buildings in Sydney that were set for demolition, but people stood in front of the machinery and protested to halt the process of those buildings being demolished. So this prediction did come to fruition as well. Prediction 13 that I did last year, this was around the conscious awakening of people. I predicted that many more people would be waking up in their conscious mind, and due to what was going to occur in 2020, many people were going to awaken from this, and many people were going to be left behind from waking up. As the year has progressed, as COVID-19 hit and people did start questioning if it was real or not, it did start an awakening with people to question more, to research more, and people in general are so much more awake now than they were a year ago. So this prediction did happen as well. In prediction 14 that I did last year, I was seeing the country of Berlin, and some important developments were coming from this country and people trying to navigate themselves through some difficult circumstances. In August 2020, the people of Berlin marched in protest to their government, parliament, in retaliation for what's going on with the lockdowns and with mask wearing and with just standing up to their governments. So there was a lot of active protesting going on in Berlin, especially in August. So that prediction did come true as well. Prediction 15 that was made last year. I was seeing news coming out of France where something would help people. I think this was in medicine. There was also a prediction about 2 breakthroughs with disease, predictions of cures for people with brain and nervous dysfunction, and a release of a cancer drug. Cures released for diseases in late 2020 and into 2021. As the year progressed, in February 2020, there was a breakthrough in Parkinson's disease treatment, which is affected from the brain and the nervous system. And French doctors were leading the charge with the coronavirus. The rest that I have predicted with diseases being cured will still be coming in late 2020 and right into next year and beyond. Prediction 16 that I did last year, I saw a train derailment with a lot of carriages coming off the tracks, and this would result in casualties, and this happened to be in Europe. That's what I was seeing. In August 2020, a train did derail in Scotland, and there was a lot of casualties, and unfortunately 3 people lost their lives. Prediction 17 that was made last year, this was around a meteorite or something coming toward Earth, which I felt was going to hit Earth. Scientists also telling us that the axis or magnetic fields have moved. I also predicted something catastrophic that would hit the whole human race but not kill everyone, and it would be something we would learn from. As the year progressed, September 2020, there was a prediction still to come of an asteroid heading toward Earth. We do know that there is an asteroid heading toward Earth, but at this stage it hasn't got closer to Earth. With COVID-19, that was the catastrophic event that hit all of mankind, but not kill everybody. And in August 2020, NASA revealed that there was a dent in the Earth's magnetic field. So those predictions, except for the asteroid or meteorite coming towards us, the rest of the predictions have actually already come true. Prediction 18 that I did last year, this was around a shift in power. There will be more power to people and less power with governments, and it will start in 2020 and continue right through to 2025. As of September 2020, I can absolutely guarantee you that this is happening right now without a doubt. The power is definitely shifting away from governments and back into the hands of people. Prediction 19 that was done last year, I was told there was truth coming out about 2 missing children and finding out what happened to them. This was in Australia and the USA. As of September 2020, I feel what is about to come out is not just about 2 missing children as I first predicted. I feel like this is going to be about many missing children and a lot of truth coming out about this. But this is still unfolding as we speak. Prediction 20 that I did last year, I saw a billionaire giving away his money to the less fortunate. It also felt to have a snowball effect of those who had accumulated a lot of wealth and would then be sharing it with those who needed it. I saw a plan being devised on a way that people can help each other out, and governments and banks will have their noses put out. So as of September 2020, this is still unfolding, and the way in which the world is moving, we will see money taken from those who stole it and returned to those who deserve it. I posted these predictions in December 2019. And as of now, it is September 2020, and 18 out of those 20 predictions came true. So I trust my guides, what they give me, and they've been pretty spot on. I've just finished writing up a list of predictions for 2021, and I'll be publishing them in the very near future. So thank you so much for following me and supporting me, and for sending through messages when you see one of the predictions unfolding. I really appreciate all the support that you give me. Thank you.